going to learn how to dice a potato. First thing when working with your vegetables, to always remember, you always wash your vegetables, okay? They're grown with lots of different things in the environment. You want to make sure you wash all of that away, all right? So these potatoes have already been washed. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and peel our potatoes. So just a small peeler. I have 2 bowls here, just like always, one for when we're finished with our waste and the other for our final product, okay? So what I do is I go ahead and hold the potato with one hand, the peeler with the other, and I get a nice firm grip on my peeler and just go ahead and take nice long strokes down the potato. Okay. And one of the reasons why we're working with a potato today is because they're very soft, so to speak, so it's great to learn and practice with. Potatoes are very forgiving. Okay, make sure that we're getting all the dark spots off. Make sure you get everything off of the top. All right, and that's how you peel a potato. So what we're going to do next is we're going to square the potato off, and from that we're going to get our dice. Okay. So what I'm going to do with my potato is I'm going to take off a little bit off of both ends and then each side, so that what my ultimate goal is to have a perfect square. All right. So I take a little bit off the end there, a little bit off the end there. Okay. I cut one side off, and then I use that as my my starting point for the rest of the sides, because now I know that I have one perfect straight edge, okay? So take a little bit off of that side, a little bit off of this side, and I flip it over final to get that. So what you have is a perfect square potato. So if you want perfectly square dice, you have to start off with a base of a perfectly square potato, okay? So what we're going to do from this is we're going to go ahead and do a small dice. So what you do is we're going to cut planks out of this. Based off this size, which is about 1 inch long, I'm going to cut about 6 slices into this, okay? All right. So what I do now is lay them out to where it's not too much at one time. I don't want to overwork what I'm doing, so I have control of the potato the whole time. Okay? Now that I have my planks, what I'm going to do is go ahead now and cut batons. A baton is kind of just like a long stick shape out of this one, all right? So what we're going to do is cut this into about 4 even parts for each plank here. And you notice how easily my knife is cutting through this? Do we remember why? It's because we have a sharp knife. Without a sharp knife, none of this is possible. Okay, so what we have now is we have our batons. All right, from our batons, now we're going to turn them and go ahead and get our final dice. So I'll just take a small amount, something I feel comfortable, something that fits into my hand nicely, that I can go ahead and dice. All right? And what you're left with, your end result, is a perfect, beautiful, small dice potato. All nice and uniform, just under a minute, nice and easy how to cut a potato.